Hello. Today I'll show off my VS Code editor layer and terminal layer. Um, I've been using both these for about 2 weeks now and wanted to release a video before I start getting into more complicated stuff where I include like macros that combined commands. Right now these are just all one single command. That is basically if you go to your code, VS Code, preferences, keyboard shortcuts. This is just a whole list of a bunch of different shortcuts. I pressed this button and then went to scroll down to like all the users defined shortcuts. So these are shortcuts that I made. I specifically looked for different commands, and then I would click on one and then I would remap it to a command that then goes to one of these buttons. Um, so yeah, I'll do a little demo and kind of go through some of these commands while I'm doing it. Oh, I should also say you can also view, if you click on this button right here, it brings a JSON file that has all the commands. So I will probably, yeah, I have this in the, I have a GitHub that will share this VS Code keybindings.json folder, and also the new layers for the VS Code terminal and editor layer. Um, I'll do like a little demo, I guess. Just going through, kind of showing them off. Can toggle the command terminal, and then I'm just gonna make a new file, main.go, and just to show off going through, switching between like the terminal and your editor. That's this button right here is where I have it, and because I switch back and forth between editor and terminal so much, I actually include it in a couple of different editors, so you can see. So that does goes back and forth between editor and terminal, and then this one will go back and forth between the side panel. So if I go and I click over here, now I'm in this side panel, and then I can go and use the arrow keys to open and close directories, and then if I want to go down to this file that I just created, press space, and it opens it up here. I can then go here. I'm just going to do this is like the hello world program for like a web server. I'm now going to show off like what you can do with the terminal. So let's say first you just want to run the terminal. So go run main.go. So now this terminal is running, the first terminal is running this server. So that means I can ping this basically, or curl this in another terminal. So I can create a new one by I have two ways. I can either have it so it's right next to each other. I'll do that first. I can curl localhost 8080, and then I get the response hello world and then the time. Or I can completely create a new terminal section, which is now down here. And then I can also curl and get the same thing. And then I can toggle back and forth between them. So what I just did was this created a new terminal altogether, and then this kind of showed the split screen one. This goes back and forth, left or right when there's multiple terminals in the section, and this left and right will go between the actual terminal sessions. So that's like that. Now if I want to go back here, let's see what else is there. I can kill this, which just stops it. It's like basically Control C. So now if I go back and try to curl, it won't do anything. This closes terminals, so that one will go down. These two right here will make it larger or smaller. So larger, larger, smaller, smaller. and then this one hides the terminal, and this one hides the side palette. So now it should be hidden. Okay, now the side panel should be hidden. Okay. And yeah, I showed this. Oh, I don't think I showed this one. This one is just nice to have if you want to go between files. So if you do this, you can then go between different layers. You can select different ones. So that's the terminal layer for right now. There's also the VS Code layer. First, I'll just show navigating. This is the navigating side, and this is more of like the selecting and like going into different searching or like replacing stuff. So we'll start out. So if I want to move between different tabs here, I can hold this down this layer and then just go between tabs like that. So that's pretty useful. If I want to split, I can go and press this button right up here. So this will create the splits, the current tab, and then I can go back and forth, left or right of the tab with these buttons. So I can go back and forth here. So I'm on the left side. There. I can bring, okay. So let's see, what else can I do? If I want to move a whole tab to the right side, I can do that with this, and this moves it to the left. So let's say I want to move this key bindings to the right group, I can do that. I can also move it back to another group to the right. Then I can jump through the other groups. So then let's say I want to move this one to the middle. So this key, this picture basically, so now it's in the middle. What this does is this, the Y and the P helps actually like move that to tabs. So instead of just like going between them or in the middle group, going in between, this is the middle group right now. If I want to actually like move them, then I can do that with this button. So now the main's on the right side, and I can move it back to the left. So that's what these two do. Okay, and then this, so these are all very similar. If I go to like a definition, like this is some variable, that's, I can then, this one just peeks into it, the first one. So if I do this, it's a little hard to see because I have so many different terminals, so I can close them like this. I can close that too. Okay, and then I can move to the main, so I can do that a couple ways. I can either go over here, or I can bring up like this and just type main. So now I'm there. If I want to go to this definition and then peek, I can now get a more clear example of what it is. If I want more details, then I can press the next middle button, which will then open up this into a new window. If I want to instead compare like side by side, like I want to see this more detailed side by side, then that's what the third one does. So the third one splits it into a new window, the second one opens it in the current one, and then this just peaks. That's pretty useful if you just want to get a good overview of what's going on. Close that. This right here, this comments out section, so if I do that, or if you want to select a couple lines, you can do that. And you can toggle on and off, so that's pretty nice. Oh, I didn't say what this button, it just goes back to your last visited page. So a lot of times you're just going back between like two different files. So like, let's say right now I'm on main, and then I want to go to, I don't know, let's say, oops, didn't mean to do that. Well, we can go to pretty much anyone, but this just goes back to like the latest one. So from main, let's say I want to go to readme. So I type in readme. Now I'm there. Now I can go back to main if I just press this K button, and I can go back and forth. So it's pretty useful. I use it quite a bit. So that's on that side. Now on the left side, where to start? I guess I'll start at the top. So this is for multi-cursor support. This is good if you want to make a bunch of changes to fields at once. So let's say, say this is duplicated a couple times, which I did that by going to navigation tab and then pressing, so actually I think this is new for VS Code specific, so this is good. This right here will duplicate the line that I just did, so that's exactly what I did. You can also duplicate up, so press that, now it's duplicated. I guess it just always shows that way, but duplicated it up, I'm pretty sure. Let's see, this right here, this like just moves the line. So if I go like right here, it'll be easier to see. Now it gets moved. It's hard to see over there. So this is pretty useful. Is there anything else? I don't think so. Yeah, just these. Okay, so now for the multi-cursor support. So let's say I want to grab all these, like print F. So I can do that by pressing the E button, which now creates a cursor for every single position. And if I, let's just say I delete the F, then I get warnings. I can do stuff like go down here and add in another string at the end. So let's just say I do %s, and I just add in again. So now I can do other cool stuff. If I want to select the E, this right now, this selects everything, but if I want to go through systematically and change stuff, so let's say I'm here and I want to select, let's say, every other one, I can press R, which then selects the next group. R again, let's say I want to go back because I didn't want to select that, so I can press W, which goes, oops, I held it down. Didn't know it could do that actually. So select the next one, select the next one, select W to go back one, and now I can press F to skip the current one. So now I'm here, I can press R again, I'm gonna skip the next one. I can do that one more time. So now I've got every other one, and instead of hello, I'm just gonna say hi. Okay. So that can be pretty useful. Let's see. So that was, this was select all, this was select next, this was select previous, and then this was like skipping. This is awesome. This is multi-cursor support, like on like a straight line almost. So if I go press the top one, it will create, so it looks a little weird. Let me do bottom actually. So, oops, what did I do? Close that. Go to the right. Okay. So if I go down, I get another cursor. If I go up, I create one above, and then if I press the middle, it like undoes the last section. So that can be nice if you want to do new stuff. Make that lowercase. So that's pretty nice. Over here, this is basically the find. So if I press this, right now I was selected on high, so it looked at high. I can change it to whatever time. And then this goes to next, this goes to previous. So that's pretty nice. If I wanted to switch, or if I wanted to replace, then I can replace time with, let's say, time, and then I can go next to previous. If I press enter, then it gets replaced. If I want to skip, I can press this one again, or I can just press next, really. Um, so yeah, you can keep replacing if I want, but it's just going to give errors, which I guess is good because the next section right here, these two look at problems. So if I press this one, it says there are two problems. I can go to the next one or to the previous. So that's pretty nice. I have right here, I also have like a spelling, so this just like adds it to the dictionary. You probably don't need that. If I added like worlds, I don't know, let's say I added a Z, then I can go here and select this and add that world's Z to the dictionary if I want. I'm not going to do that though. Yeah, I think that's it. And then this, okay, this just closes the window, so this will go away afterwards. Oh, I will say that I made this key F1 and then these down here F9 through F12 because I was having problems with, on Mac at least, with hyper and then certain key interactions. It was like doing weird setting stuff on the operating system side, so that's why I replaced that there. Normally I like to follow just the standard QWERTY layout, and then I add, in this case, the hyper key, which the hyper key is, if you don't know, it's the super key in this case with the OS, Alt, Control, and Shift button all being applied. And I think that's most of what I wanted to say. Thinking in the future I will be utilizing this area for other stuff, but I won't get into that now. There'll probably be changes to like all these clusters. I might want to change to being on thumb keys instead, but I'll do that at a later time. If you think I missed anything, any commands, then please let me know, or if you have any other thoughts or feedbacks, then that'd be much appreciated. Thank you. Have a good day.